And we start with the matchup between the Cowboys and Rams that happened this Sunday, where the Rams come into Dallas kind of riding high off of 2 wins, one beatdown of Arizona and one against the Seahawks. And Dallas was riding a 3-game losing streak, and Dallas ends up absolutely crushing the Rams 44-21. They went up 28-3 at half. So, Storm, I want to know what changed with this Dallas squad this week that allowed them to put on this performance against LA.
Well, I don't know if it was Dallas or if it was LA. I think LA might have been smelling themselves, feeling themselves a little bit, coming off a couple wins, like their shit don't stink or something. Like, Dallas, they've been riding a 3-game losing streak, looking like crap, and here we come, coming off big win against Arizona, coming off another big win against Seattle. Like, we should go in there and roll. And I knew it. As soon as I saw the public start hammering LA, I'm like, Dallas is going to wind up winning this game. But I was like, you know what? Stick with it. Of course, it didn't pan out. You saw Dallas run the ball well. Zeke and Pollard, I know a lot of that was garbage time in the second half, both over 100 yards. I think Pollard had 131.
Yeah, it was kind of the reversal of what happened last year in the playoff when C.J. Anderson and Gurley both went for over 100. So exactly. A little bit of payback there.
Yeah, exactly. And, that defense just made Goff very uncomfortable. It seemed like O-line looked like to their beginning season form where they just had no answer for anything. And Goff just looks like he was seeing ghosts all over again. Boy genius, couldn't figure out any plays to get that offense rolling. And, Dallas, for whatever reason, kind of jumped on him quick and silenced them.
Yeah, it's interesting how quickly this escalated, how Dallas kind of crept up on this lead. So real quick to kind of go over the progression, how this 28-3 lead came about. So first of all, to answer the initial question, what changed with the Cowboys is that they played the Rams, who were vying for a playoff spot. So, of course, this will be the week that they actually show up. Not the week against Mitchell Trubisky or anything like that. No, this week against the LA Rams. Anyway, I digress. But the Rams start off the game, and they actually look like they're moving the ball pretty well. Things are going according to script, and Dallas gets a stop right around the 40. Rams have to punt a little too deep for a field goal. Both teams punt on their next drive, and then Dallas goes down, and Dak throws that interception. So I'm out of my chair. I'm like, all right, we got this. And then bogus penalty. At least I thought it was a bit of a dicey penalty.
That home field advantage right there.
Yeah, just a little bit. But anyway, Dallas goes down, scores a touchdown. Pretty impressive nonetheless. 15-play drive. So I was impressed with how they were able to establish pace like that. Then the Rams come back and they score a touchdown. Then Dallas had that huge play to Tavon Austin, which was kind of the backbreaker. And once that happened, you kind of got a feeling that things were going to go bad. And then they hold the Rams to a 3-and-out the next drive. The main drive that was when Dallas took over the game was that 96, 97-yard drive. I think it was it took 8 minutes. They go down, score a touchdown, make it 21-7. And then, of course, Jared Goff does the one thing you can't do with time running out in the half. Throw an interception, give Dallas what ended up being an easy touchdown, even though they did need an illegal hands to the face call on, I think it was Michael Brockers.
Yeah.
They end up scoring there. And then, of course, the Rams thought they were getting the ball at halftime. And they didn't end up getting it. So, honestly, for Dallas, my big takeaways, this offensive line has the potential to be excellent. Like you said, both Zeke and Tony Pollard, over 100 yards. Those long drives, those 12, 15-play drives, obviously integral to the style of play that Dallas wants to have. So this offensive line obviously can do it. It's just a matter of if and when they show up.
It all depends, which is surprising because they really kept Aaron Donald and that D-line in check for the most. I mean, it was impressive.
They did, and I had said last week that my concern with the Rams was that I thought they had a chance to get dominated on the line on both sides of the ball, and that is exactly what happened. And honestly, that's what Dallas has the ability to do to teams. They, for whatever reason, just haven't shown it for the majority of this season unless they've been playing cupcakes. This is the first legitimate opponent that they've been able to beat.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, Dallas doesn't succeed off of Dak Prescott. I think we've learned that. Dallas succeeds off that strong running game of Zeke and crew. And it just showed it, like you said, with those long drives. That's what they do because that defense just doesn't seem like it's holding up like we all thought. So them scoring quick is actually disadvantage for that defense, and they're getting cooked right on the other end right away. So, yeah, those long-established drives is what Dallas is. That's how they're going to win football
Absolutely.
games.
And Dak has shown he has the ability to kind of, if he needs to, make big plays down the stretch, and he can put the team on his back. But absolutely, they have to at least try to establish the offense through Zeke because it opens up so much more for them as a whole.